Does anyone else think that Spotify Wrapped is just ruining how we listen to music? I say this with Spotify Wrapped just being right around the corner. It could drop today at any given moment, literally. And because it's so close, I've just been thinking a lot about it, and so have you guys, because I've seen plenty of memes about it, and it's just got me thinking. Now, I'm not trying to get on here and say that Spotify Wrapped is just this evil thing that's ruining humanity as we know it, because I think it's fun. It's a really fun way to celebrate who we've been listening to all year round, and it's fun to compare with friends and share online and see what everyone's been into. It's really fun to be competitive and try to be in that top % of your favorites, and surely those videos we get from our favorites is like a dopamine shot to the brain. But I think there is something to say about this. And that's not to say that I think Spotify is causing this issue by itself. I think it's just a weird byproduct of what our society is turning into. See, most of us today are very afraid of being cringe. We hate to be perceived, and Lord forbid we get negative comments on the internet for being weird and nerdy. And in an attempt to stray away from public humiliation on the internet, we're afraid of developing personalities. Anyone who is passionate about anything and gets online to talk about how much they love something is deemed as cringe. As a result, everyone is just having zero personality. Like, for example, me posting this video. I'm sure there's gonna be a couple of you guys down in the comments just chomping at the bit to go, "It's not that deep, bro." But what if I want to make it that deep? What if I do want to analyze the society that we're in and see how it's influencing me and others around me? Then what, Kevin? If we're not as boring and basic as possible, we're cringe. I mean, Christmas is even cringe at this point. I posted this tree and I had people thanking me that I actually used color. What is up with beige Christmas? These beige moms are making everything boring because Lord forbid we have color. All in all, we're creating a society who hates people who diverge from the path. Anyone who is passionate about anything is a cringe lord, and we should bully and harass them on the internet for it. But when it comes to music, it's very hard to hide who we are, because music is a really personal thing, right? You listen to it when you're happy, you listen to it when you're sad, you listen to it when you're bored. There's so many moments in our life that we fall back on music. And so when it comes to Spotify Wrapped, our top artists can say a lot about who we are. And that also opens up a lot of judgment on the internet if you share those results. For example, Spotify Wrapped is doing these little fun logos depending on what artist you got. There's like an espresso one and hit me hard and soft, the list goes on. And the response to this was something. Immediately it was like bashing pop music. Let me just get on here and say pop music is popular for a reason. You're not cooler or better just because you listen to underground music. If anything, that makes you insufferable, but regardless. Right out of the gate, there was just insane judgment on the logos. And there's more memes surrounding judgment that I see pretty much every year. There's already memes popping up about how to deal with this perceived judgment, like I was going through stuff so you can't judge me. I've also seen people talk about how it's a relief when Spotify Wrapped stops counting so they can listen to what they actually want to listen to. And herein lies the problem. Because society shames people for being just a little quirky and different. We are curating a Spotify Wrapped and listening to music that might not even be what we're into. And I'm not gonna sit here and make you think that I'm high and mighty either, because when I first got on Spotify, because yes, I was a nasty little Apple Music user for a while, I thought about this. I let this dictate what I was gonna listen to. I didn't want to listen to anything embarrassing because I didn't want it to pop up at the end of the year. Until one day I realized, it's not that deep, bro. Who cares? Seriously, it's not like you're gonna die, pull up at the gates of heaven, and the angels are gonna be like, we can't let you in, you had an embarrassing Spotify Wrapped. This is going to leave no mark on your legacy. Who cares about what you listen to? If you like it, listen to it. And after realizing this, I spent probably an embarrassing amount of time listening to Has Been Hotel and Agatha All Along. And that might be cringe. But you know what? To be cringe is to be free. So now I just have trust issues looking at people's Spotify Wrapped. Is this actually what you're into? Or are you just scared of being perceived and just listen to what you think is cool so everyone else thinks you're cool? We have got to stop letting boring beige people dictate what we do in life, okay? If you want to spend 208 hours listening to Loser Baby, do it, okay? And that's kind of where I want to end off this video. This was kind of unprompted, unplanned. I was just scrolling through Twitter and saw these tweets and felt inclined to just rant about it for a second. But here's what I'm going to say to end the video. Listen to what you want to. Stop trying to please people who are going to find issue with everything. See, the thing is, people are going to find issue with anything that you do, so you might as well just make yourself happy. And also, if you don't want to be ashamed, just don't post your Spotify Wrapped. It's that easy. Listen to what you want to, do what makes you happy, and don't listen to trolls on the internet. And that is where I'm going to end this video. If you enjoyed the video, please hit like and subscribe to join the Groovy Graveyard, and I will see you in the next one.